The Sinn Féin conference is going on at the moment, and some really interesting speeches are coming out, particularly one by Mary Lou MacDonald yesterday. And she pointed out that the reunion of Ireland is now inevitable. It is within reach and within a realistic time frame. And I would go on and say further that it is entirely a result of the stupidity of Liz Truss and her adventure with Kwasi Kwarteng and his astronomical package, and also that it's the DUP's frustration of the efforts of negotiated solutions. This can't keep going on. And a few weeks ago, I praised Chris Heaton-Harris, and I said, if anybody can get this sorted out, it is Chris Heaton-Harris, but it will be scuppered if Liz Truss pulls focus. She did, of course, in a spectacular way, by one disaster after another, and then her resignation. No negotiations can survive that sort of chaos. That sort of chaos from the very top. I can't think of anybody else who could have done better. And Chris Heaton-Harris was completely frustrated by the idiocy of the people in absolute power. The idiocy of these people. Dithering and doing nothing. Dithering and doing nothing. And Mary Lou MacDonald says, dithering is not acceptable any longer, and direct rule from London would be unacceptable too. So there is really only one choice. There is only one choice. People want to rejoin the European Union, both in Northern Ireland and in Scotland. We are looking at the very imminent collapse of the United Kingdom. Why? Because of the stupidity of a number of recent prime ministers. And not just one, but one in particular, of course, will be held up forever as the person who ushered in the collapse of the Union. That will be Liz Truss. But I think the real rot set in with David Cameron, and it was not greatly helped by Mrs. May, who was too blinkered and obsessed with bureaucracy, and Boris Johnson, who simply couldn't get to grips with the full picture. Too focused on himself, maybe.